It would be sweet.
What's going on, ladies and gents? This is Dorian.
Hi, everybody. I'm doing my investigative journalism right now. This is Miss Sonia VP.
And welcome, everyone, to Season 2 of the Convos in the Park podcast for our first-time listeners. We thank you for joining us, and we hope that we share something or we make you laugh or something to that nature that you will want to stick around with us. And for our day ones and everyone else in between, we greatly appreciate y'all as well. As always, follow us on the socials. I'll leave it at that. Or hit us up at convosinthepark.com.
He's so petty. He is so petty. I swear.
And if you want us to leave a comment, you can hit us up at parkbench@convosinthepark.com. Miss MVP,
why
how
you
are
petty?
What you mean? Petty? How am I petty?
Only because I said you were long-winded in the intro. You're going to speed past it, number one.
I didn't speed past it.
We got receipts. You can go back. Good Lord. Hey, everybody. How y'all doing today? You doing good?
I'm doing all right.
Makes sense.
I'm doing all right. Fighting through some arm pains, but other than that, I'll be okay.
Why your arm hurt?
I don't know. I pinched a nerve, apparently, and still recovering from it. But other than that, I'll be all right. So,
I'm scared to ask. Okay.
Scared to ask why?
I'm going to stay in my corner.
Oh, here we go. All right.
It's cuffing season.
Yes, it is. It is starting to get around that time.
No, it is that time. It's cuffing season. It's after Thanksgiving.
Cuffing season for who?
Not me.
Oh, okay.
I ain't got no sleeves.
What's that got to do?
My coochie in the freezer.
Okay.
Ziploc bag. Parchment paper all around it.
That's where we're taking this episode? Okay.
No, we're not. I was just saying.
Okay.
What's wrong? Okay, I got your tongue.
No, nothing at all.
It is. It's in the freezer.
Okay, I understand that, but okay, it's cuffing season. Well, I'm not doing any cuffing.
For some people, I think cuffing season is, I ain't gonna even give it no age group.
No, it is not an age group. It is far from an age group.
Yeah. I would say you do that in your 20s, but no. They doing it all old everywhere.
I didn't say, yeah, people trying to find a person to lay up in the cold with and then maybe reproduce.
What?
Maybe.
Oh.
And then, go on from there. And then 9 times out of 10 by Valentine's Day, they're broken up.
That's it. What's the name of that movie? November Rule. That's the name of it.
That really is a name to it?
The movie, yeah.
Oh, okay.
November Rule. I think Tatiana Ali was in it. It's very low budget.
I don't say that it's like that. Like it's very, very low budget. Like they can't have
It came out a while ago. It was very undercover. I think it was like 2015.
Okay.
Yeah. It's... Fuck it. Y'all can look it up. Yeah, November Rule.
Okay.
An up-and-coming sports shoe entrepreneur. Sports shoe.
Okay.
Made a November Rule to keep distance from relationships. From women, to keep them from getting too serious. So every November 1st, he wakes up and then cut him off.
Cut him off?
Cuffing season. I guess it ain't cuffing season.
I said that sounds like uncuffing at that point.
Maybe I got it backwards. My bad. Step away from the holiday parties and gifts and all that other stuff. I feel like I gotta sneeze.
Go ahead.
You need me to get the Lysol?
No, I trust you.
I keep it nearby Lysol wipes or something. I do. I've been outside all day and messing with Christmas lights and gifts. You saw it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to make it look like a gingerbread house.
How's that process going?
It ain't. That's all I'm doing.
Just the lights.
Well, I had some going up the driveway that I was gonna try to do on the bush. And I was like, ooh, I'll put some on the tree right there. And I was like, nah, I ain't doing all this shit. The tree is up. There's some on the walkways and on the borders and all that is enough. I had some icicles I want to put up, but guess what? The house is tall.
Well, guess what? You're doing way more than me.
The house is tall.
My bad.
I didn't know what that was.
I forgot to put something on vibrates, mainly the phone, before recording.
Dorian has a vibrator.
Hell no. No. I put the phone on vibrate. It's actually silent there.
9-volt battery. Cuffing season, y'all.
No, we putting that evil out there. Some crazy people actually start believing it. Nah.
I'm still looking for a candidate for Peg.
Good luck with that.
Not you.
I know it ain't.
Looking for pegging for cuffing season.
Good luck with that
I ain't
one.
not, because my cooch in the freezer, so I ain't worried about that.
Oh, Lord. Well, I do have a...
He don't know what his devices sounds are supposed to be. Told you got that 9-volt. About to fall off the table. Anyway, what are we talking about today?
I did have well, you know how crazy my mind can get sometimes. And I came up with a question.
Oh, hell.
What would... Well, let me just start like this. If you were to put a movie out about your life story, not just in a biopic format, if you could pick any genre, what would it be?
It would be a comedy saga.
A comedy
trilogy.
Saga. A comedy saga trilogy, okay.
Yeah, I really think that I have had several lives on Earth.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe in reincarnation.
Right.
But seriously though, it'll be a comedy saga. Because I have drama and I have some sad stuff, but it ain't to the point to where it's very somber.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I don't do drama. Period.
We know. I think the listeners that's been around long enough know and understand you don't do drama.
Me and my circle, we don't do drama. We try to squash it. 90 days max. We ain't got no, hell no. It's too tiring. We go to bed at 8:30. We ain't got time to go. No, what you calling me for? No drama. But yeah, what about you? I really feel like I'm gonna sneeze.
Mine, yeah, after sitting and thinking about it, yeah, mine will more than likely have to be a comedy / underdog story.
Do tell.
Because I thought about a lot of the moments in my life, and it's just like, after sitting back, looking at them, it's like you can't do anything but laugh at some of the stupid decisions I made in my life.
This is true.
Well, gee, thank you for the support.
You're welcome. Shit, if I don't tell you, who will?
But no, I mean...
Hell, I know half of them.
But it's just like, I was, and the only reason why it was this one particular situation is like, if this was an actual comedy, like it would, like, you would just have to sit back and laugh at it. Like,
Okay, so when he say comedy, let's explain. There is comedy, and then there's Dorian comedy. Two different things.
Yes, it wouldn't be Dorian comedy. Yeah, because that can get a little dark.
Or dry.
That too.
Dark and dry. Dark and dry. Like, who's chicken? I don't eat Popeyes. I don't eat KFC, so I can't say any of those.
Churches?
That I know there's not dark or dry. That shit is very greasy.
Yes, very, very greasy.
So somebody else, baby mama could. Dark and dry.
But now, there's this one particular situation I was thinking of back when I was in high school in New York. So new high school, new situation, new look on life, and that didn't have anyone from elementary or junior high school there. So I thought I could make a cooler name for myself.
When you say you use cool, you ain't cool. Go ahead.
Anyway, so I ended up getting to know two other D's in my class.
D's, Dorians?
No, not other Dorians, but other guys that's name started with D. One named Devin, one named Darrell. So we ended up being like D Do Da. One of the girls.
So Twitter D and Tweeter Dumb. Shit.
But no, there was this one girl who I thought was cute and wanted to make a move on, and started doing something that wasn't the smartest thing to do. I told one of my buddies, told one of the D's.
One of the D's. Go ahead.
Told Devin that that for actually Valentine's Day, I took this particular girl out to a nice restaurant, made this big, lavish, extravagant story, thinking that it would just stay between me and him. Until
she walked by him.
No, she didn't walk by. I didn't know they had a class together. Well, we all had one class together, architectural drafting. But I didn't know they had another class together, and he ended up asking her about the date.
About your lie.
Yeah, pretty much. So the next day in homeroom, she approached me about it and pretty much said, don't tell lies about me, whole thing. So I'm thinking it's over.
Did you even have a number?
No. No, didn't have a number or anything. So
poor thing.
Days go by, and all of a sudden now she's a little bit more interested in me. Don't know how that happened. But long story short, so it was one time I asked her to go, finally after months of getting to know each other, I asked her to go get pizza for lunch. We go get pizza.
Slices.
Yes, pizza slices. Yes. So we get back to the cafeteria back at school, and we start playing around. So she ends up taking my hat, and anyone that knows me knows I'm serious about my hats. So she takes my hat and runs off to the stairway, and I follow her.
Hide and go get it.
I didn't know that.
I didn't even know that's where it was going. I did not know. I swear I did.
I didn't know that was the case back then.
God.
So I chased her to the stairwell, and she gives me the hat or whatever, and so I didn't.
She get to you.
In my mind, I wasn't thinking that she wanted to make out with me. I got my hat back and then went on about my business. Like I said, looking back at that situation, it's like, Dorian, you are a dumbass. That was your moment right then and there to have something either, take it either more serious or pretty much get me some. And like I said, I got a couple more moments like that, so I know that if I made a full life story or full life movie about some of the things that went on in my life, it would be a comedy.
That light bulb been dim all time. That's fucked up. Need to put. Damn, I can't even say, man. I just took a wild guess. Now, who knew? Swinging in the dark that I could hit a bullseye. I ain't talking about just dark. I'm talking about the dark. Lord Jesus.
That's why I say, yeah. A couple more stories like that, yeah, mine would be a comedy. For sure.
That's a tragedy. Fucking poo-poo platter in your face and you order a hamburger.
Hey, it was one of those moments. Like I said, prior to... Actually, no, I take that back. Prior to that experience, I didn't have a quote-unquote girlfriend. Like, that was the closest thing to a female liking me that I experienced.
Bless his heart.
Yeah. Up to that point. And now, again, I was 13 going on 14 around that time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you ain't supposed to be humping nobody.
So, yeah, I didn't realize. And again, like I said, all through middle school and elementary school, I didn't think that girls liked me like that.
They did.
I know.
And it's okay.
Trust me, I'm fine and secure in my story. But yeah, like I said, just thinking about that situation and some other situations that went on just in that high school period of me being in New York, yeah, it was just like, yeah, this could be a good comedy if I was to make a movie out of it.
Well, I was at the beauty supply store last week. Was it last week? I don't remember the exact day. Anyway, I ran into a girl who went to summer camp with me. Mm-hmm. And I recognized her face and I got pictures. And I was like, I know your face. She was like, I know you too. She was like, pull your mask down. She was like, Jamel. And I'm like, who are you? I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. Yeah. And I said, she told me her name. I was like, oh, yeah. She was like, yeah, man, you used to have us cracking up. Now, listen, my sister is mad at me, okay? Because I sent her a picture of us. I didn't know it was her favorite picture of us. Mm-hmm. And she said, it's my favorite picture of us. She would say, you know what? Your goddamn face has not changed, period. Not changed. Mm-mm. Since I was a baby, it has not changed. Yeah. You know how people go through facial structures, and I've always had these cheeks. I've always had fat cheeks, and only thing that has changed, like I may have one or two small freckles, and I got a couple more moles on my face. But that's it. Going through pictures and stuff like that, it has not changed. And this is why people notice me more than I recognize them, because shit ain't changed. Nothing. Zero. Only thing that changes is when I cut my hair off, like when I cut it all the way off, mm-hmm. and then it come back the next day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And that's it. I pierced my nose to change my But I say that to say that the comedy side of it would be that. Right. When I'm on I-10 heading west, mm-hmm. and I'm at the gas station, and one of my friends from high school, rest in peace, Teddy, he called me. He's like, hey, man, where you at? I'm like, at the gas station. Mm-hmm. He's like, you in Slidell? I'm like, well, how the fuck are you at? He's like, I'm on the interstate. I just saw you. Like,
wow.
I mean, long time ago, Six Flags over New Orleans. I run into people. Exactly. That's how long ago it's been. I've ran into people who I hadn't seen in forever, ever. Like, forever, ever.
Forever, ever?
That ever. Mm-hmm. And it's just crazy. But yeah, it would be a comedy because I'll be looking like, yeah, I know you. Sometimes I don't. I don't. Yeah. But it's crazy.
Yeah, I ran into a situation like that before. I took Amani to Get Air one time, and she's playing around, and this woman walks up to me. Hey, Dorian, you still look the same from, I forgot however long she said it was. How are you doing? And I'm sitting there trying to still figure out who she is.
Mm-hmm. Who was she?
You know what? To this day, I still don't know.
Beautiful.
Exactly. And then so, like I said, I'm sitting there, I'm just having a conversation, and then she just realized, like, I don't remember who she is. So she's like, well, you come back to me whenever you remember. And I left. I was like, I still don't know who she is. I still don't remember. And I'm usually good with...
Another hide and go get it situation.
No, it wasn't another hide and go get it. I usually remember faces, and I usually remember names pretty well. Especially if you know, if I don't even say liked you, but liked you as a person. But yeah, for some reason, I could not remember who she was at all. And it was just one of those moments. I was like, you realize like how many people you meet or, you may have kind of an impression on, but it may not be the same.
Yeah, you're right. I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It's nothing to do with anybody who I have associated with in the past. Just putting a disclaimer out there. So, going back to cuffing season, and kind of piggybacking off of the No Nut November. just roll with me.
Okay.
This is the season of giving, right?
Yes.
And or they said giving is better than receiving, right?
Okay. I'm trying to figure. You said roll with it, so I'm rolling with it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's better to give than to receive, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what they say.
Okay.
So I'm always left field.
Very much so.
We were talking about how I go get it, and a conversation came to my head.
Uh-oh.
Okay, because we talk about everything. Have you ever given and or received bad oral or sex in general?
Have I received or given
bad sex and or bad oral sex, or received? Well, we don't necessarily have to tell me if you gave it. That's fine if you do. Or since it's the season of giving. 50 Shades of Grey, but yellow.
Okay. Yeah, wasn't expecting this episode to go this route.
It's cuffing season. Everybody gotta know what to do.
Okay.
If y'all hear a squeal, I am so sorry. My baby's having a good time upstairs right now.
Yeah. To my understanding, I've only given one bad experience. And this is from someone telling me that I did.
Did she give you a review?
Yes.
Okay.
Other than that, no. I have every other partner I've had has said, it was okay, or haven't said anything. I'd rather not heard that I've given out bad sex, but
I want a critique. Tell me when I done fucked up. I'm also different.
As far as oral, never gotten any complaints about giving a bad oral experience. As far as me having one,
bad sloppy toppy.
I won't say bad. I've had average. I've had some that were amazing, but yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about this.
I don't know why you decided to go down this route either.
I don't know.
But yeah, as far as that, yeah, I can't say I've had bad sloppy toppy. I've had good. Like corn on the cob.
Speaking of, did you watch the verses?
No.
I missed it too. Oh my God. I gotta go back and watch it. It'll probably be tomorrow. But oh my God. When I woke up, when I was in the car, I was listening to Sway in the morning, and it was the best verses. It was like Midwest versus the South. I'm like, Midwest versus the South? Who the hell was versus? And it was like, it was two legends and blah, 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 blah. And they both worked with Biggie. They both worked with Jay. And they both worked with artists from, who is it, Heather? And I'm like, I'm just sitting there and I was like...
So you didn't know it was 3 6 and Bone? Wow.
I did not even know they were even doing it because my mind has been elsewhere. I hadn't been keeping up with it, and that's my fault. And when she said 3 6 Mafia, I was like, Project Pat. I missed it. My kids sitting in the back seat on my way to carpool. I'm like, no. She's like, what's wrong, Mom? And I'm like, I miss Project Pat. And then they got to talking about how the fight, they thought it was staged and this, that, and the third. But I'm like, I heard some of the arguing going back and forth, and I hear, and I said, that's gangsta boo. I'm talking about the 90s just, the 90s just flashed back into my head, and I'm like, oh, good times. God damn good times. Like, tear the club up. Tear the club.
Oh, yeah, those were...
It's kind of good that I missed it because my children wouldn't have slept well. Shit.
Yeah, because I knew about it.
Yeah.
And then by the time... Because, it happened Thursday. So by the time I remembered it, it was like I was already doing other things. So I was like, okay, I'll just catch it later. And didn't. But yeah, based on everything that I've heard, and I didn't even know that 3 6 and Bone were beefing like that, like for so many years, like for real.
I knew about that.
That's something.
But you wasn't into down south music at that time.
I was, but I wasn't
here. But you wasn't into the music.
I wasn't deep down into it. Like by the time I got here, I knew who 3 6 was, and I liked 3 6.
Yeah.
And I started liking Bone because of my cousins, and it was just like. Yeah, I did. Again, it was something I didn't follow that deep into.
I'm sorry, I didn't know I dropped my mic and I'm trying to fix it.
So,
Dorian.
I didn't know that the beef, stemmed for that long.
Yeah.
Like almost real. 20 years. Yeah, I didn't know it was real.
Yeah, it was real.
But
that's one of the very first beefs for real, that kind of escalated.
Yeah.
Escalated. What did I say? Escalated. Something.
Yeah. Something to that effect.
Fuck y'all. Since 5 this morning.
But no, like I heard about I seen clips of the thing between Busy and Juicy J.
Yeah.
And then I did see the video or the clip afterwards with Busy coming back out apologizing, which I thought was very grown up about it, the situation. Probably went back and probably got some talking to in the back, like, hey, don't mess up this check. Because it definitely was a bag to do that. Yeah. But no, just overall, I mean, when you really think about 3 6 and Bone, like, they had an influence big time.
Juicy J still got an influence. I mean, hell, Juicy J and Katy Perry did a song a couple years ago. Juicy J got his own line of fucking rolling papers. Like, it's like for real, like you said, it's an influence. And I hate that Bone Thugs and Harmony didn't, stay as tight or do as well as they did, but I enjoyed Project Pat. I enjoyed Project Pat and Juicy J, especially Gangsta Boo. It's like, it's coming from listening to The Biggest Mama, Mia X, to listening to Gangsta Boo. Is kind of like, you, and I'm gonna say invincible or can do anything, but it's kind of like, nigga, what?
Yeah, true. And speaking back to the influence, I had to sit back and think, like, rest in peace to Lord Infamous, but if anyone that's been following 3 6, like, you can hear, like, Lord Infamous's rhyme style, in Amigos.
Don't listen to them like that.
I know you don't listen to them like that.
Okay, so here's the thing when it comes to Migos. I know I know some of their names. I know it's only 3 of them. And I say some of their names because I can never get it right. Okay?
Offset, Takeoff, and Quavo.
Yes. There's only one of them who I like. But I don't know which one it is.
Is it the one with Cardi B?
No.
Okay, so it's not Offset.
So, and I feel like I'm so old when I say this. I'll have to let you listen to the song. I have to let you listen to the song because I just like his style, his cadence, and how he handles himself. Mm-hmm. It's almost like A$AP Ferg. You get like with Feature. You know when Feature is on the song.
Future?
Feature. That bitch is on everybody's shit. His name is Feature. Okay?
All right.
Like, his voice is distinguishable.
Yeah.
Just like A$AP Ferg. It seemed like with A$AP Ferg, I can laugh.
I'm on a new level.
Don't do that. Don't be disrespectful.
I love Ferg.
Okay. But it's like, I like him and I like whatever the other one name is, Quavo or Takeoff or him. I don't think it's Offset, but we gonna find out. We gonna listen to that tonight to figure it out which one it is.
Okay.
But yes, Lord Infamous. DJ Lord Infamous. Sorry.
But no, yeah, Lord Infamous style, like, when the first time I heard it, I was like, this dude is, he's unique. Mm-hmm. And the way that he had, rounding triplets, it was just like, again, like how Migos does nowadays. And of course, we know Migos influenced a lot of the South, but I mean, they do have to pay their homage and respect to 3 6 and Bone.
Of course. But I did not. I'm talking about it like everybody was on that fucking summit. Flip was on there. Lil Jon was on there. Like, come on. Sorry, I started an uproar. I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah, I gotta go back and watch it.
I was a big Flip fan. He came to Montgomery a couple times. I went to go see him at the American Pie. The American Pie is a goddamn karaoke restaurant now. Or something like that. American Pie was the shit. Yeah, I'm old. Life changes. Screw y'all.
Yes, it does. It does change.
I'm trying to see, have I seen Juicy J or Project Pat? No. I think I was broke when they came around. I think I wore Flip tickets on the radio. Don't worry about it. Don't judge me. Screw y'all. Y'all would have won if y'all won tickets too.
Yeah, Flip. Man, he was one of those ones I didn't get into that much.
Flip.
Game over.
Flip. I like Flip.
That's about the only song that I can remember of him. And that's just me being real.
Flip, just like a lot of people don't know that Jim Carrey is a hell of an artist. Mm-hmm. Flip is a hell of an artist. He got his own fucking museum with shit that he done painted.
Interesting.
I'm gonna pull it up. It's awesome. And I started following him a couple of years ago. I'm eclectic as hell sometimes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Nope.
Got to break away from the norm. And
what's normal? Do you mean society?
Or I should say popular. Like, I had a conversation with my oldest daughter, because she felt that, or she feels that she's not fitting into school because she doesn't, all the kids around her are not liking the same things, are not into the same things. She speaks differently. She was brought up in, I won't say middle America, but I mean, not middle America, but like middle class areas growing up. That words got mixed up, but yeah. She was brought up in middle class areas, growing up. And then, for her high school to be quote unquote in the hood, it's a different thing to her. She never really had to deal with that, kind of environment of those people that often. So yeah, it's a shock to her. And because she feels like she's different, she feels like she's an outcast. And I'm like, there's nothing, I had to try to explain to her, there's nothing wrong with being an outcast, with being someone that stands out. There's nothing wrong with that. As a teenager, you want to fit in as much as you can. But eventually, if you're the kind of person that doesn't fit into the norm or what's seen as the norm, then yeah, you got to embrace it and love it. Because I never fit in. I've never fit in anywhere. Well, I'll take that back. Other than when I got older, other than military, and now I'm kind of, in my bag. But now, back then, high school and growing up, yeah, I was different. I was always a nerd. And then by the time I moved down here, I was just a nerd that embraced it. So I was, people looked at me differently. Because it was like, yeah, I embraced it, but I still was myself. And people in high school respected me because of it.
I've never conformed. I hope that she realizes that you don't have to be accepted to be yourself. It's a beautiful thing when you can be comfortable in your skin. We all have things that we don't like, but we also have to have affirmations to ourselves to boost our self-esteem.
Yeah.
And it's hard. A lot of people say that because they are in their self-esteem now is built, but everybody hasn't always had a lot of self-esteem. And it's like I said, it's a good thing when you're able to say, you know what, fuck that. We good over here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Luckily, the high school that we went to, we were exposed to everything.
Yeah.
We had foreign exchange students. We had mentally challenged or mentally disabled. We had a lot of trades. We had different walks of life. Our school was in the middle of a ritzy part of town.
Yeah.
But it came from, you had folks from the projects, folks from middle class, folks from upper class, around the corner from a prestige as Catholic school. It's like we were exposed to a lot. So I can see how, that's just like at Alabama State University in Montgomery, Alabama. It's right next door to the fucking projects. And I don't mean around the corner behind the gate. I mean the entrance to the school is the entrance to the projects next door.
Gotcha.
So when I did go to that HBCU many moons ago, it was to say the least a terrifying, because I was like, what? Because I knew this when I went on the tours and stuff, but it was like, I guess I thought that it was not the same when I got there, but it was the same when I got there.
Yeah.
So, we expect culture shocks in life, but who knows? But that's, I digress with that. Her movie and her life genre it's a teenage struggle.
Yes.
You never know. If I was a teenager, when I was a teenager, what would my life have been? That bitch would have been a straight comedy. I was a fool. I know. I thank God, knock on wood, I thank God that social media was a thing of the future.
Yeah.
Man, I did so much dumb shit. Oh my God. Okay, so Nalco Road was a place that I should have died twice. Leaving our house. Why the fuck am I on the other side of the road coming around the curb in a blind spot? Hello?
Yeah.
Okay. Yo, don't agree with me. Where the baseball field is now, you know it was nothing there but the movie theater, right?
Yeah.
Lights off. I'm going to tell this story and I hope I don't get nobody in trouble. I'll tell this story. I can't tell this story. Lights off. Racing.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I'm going to tell the story. Me, my homegirl at the time, you know who it was. Rich boy, his brother, her sister. Yeah, racing. My Cutlass, his Honda. Why? Lights off.
Yeah.
From the field to the movie theater. Why? Should have died twice.
So from
pitch black.
Okay, so when you say
Hall's Mill to Government.
Okay, that's what I was trying to clarify there. Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty
dangerous.
Yes,
because there was nothing there.
Yeah,
but trees and the ditches.
Yeah,
dumb, just dumb and drunk. Dumb and drunk. Another one, leaving out here, where Grand Slam storage to Navico House, drunk as fuck. On a flat tire.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah. I got many more. If I was a teenager, right now, no. No. They have to go ahead and sign me up for the military or either boarding school. All that dumb shit I did, my mama got off work one day early. Fucked me up. It was back when we had exit exams. They don't do that shit for the dumbass students no more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said y'all dumb. Got off work. Came through the front door. It's 30 seniors in her house. She closed the door and went back to work. She came home. She said, "Thank you for cleaning up the house." I said, "What you talking about?" She was like, "I saw all them damn people in my house." I said, "When did you come in the house?" She said, "I came in." Because you know how big the...
Yeah.
She said, "I came in, I saw all y'all, and I left and went back to work." Who does that? Man, we fucked up the house. We had pancakes, dumb shit. It was food everywhere. Nobody made a mess because they know how crazy my dad was. But it's just the dumb shit.
Yeah.
I can't. Social media would have snitched us out the first 5 minutes. But no, my mama had to drive from work all the way home to find out and went back to work. Nah. These kids got a lot of stress on them.
Yeah, because I know I could have got myself hemmed up in a couple of situations. Well, I did once. Pops Pink came on me on one of the situations, but yeah, if they would have known about some of the other ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, knowing my crew back then, if social media was around now, yeah, all of it would have been exposed.
It's crazy.
All of it would have been exposed.
I think that's why we're good at keeping secrets. To a point, and we kind of private because we didn't have social media.
Yeah.
So if I was a teenager back then and you asked me the question, what would my life story be? It would definitely be a comedy. Because that's all we did was stupid stuff.
Yeah.
That's all we did.
Yeah, man.
I remember somebody picked me up, threw me in the pool. I had my Nokia. That bitch still worked. Throw somebody in the pool with a cell phone right
now. Yeah, it's dead.
Man, they'll put a hit out on you. I was still playing Snake later on that night.
Oh, boy, yeah. Yeah, them Nokias, boy. I don't know what they were made of, but yeah, they knew they had something when they stopped making them. Because they knew, yeah, if we continue to make them,
cell phone.
They continue to make it. Yeah, a lot of people will not be going through phones like that, like they do now.
Which would probably been a good thing.
Yeah.
Man.
But, I mean, on the flip side, they get more money because people got to have the replacement.
I still got one.
You still got a Nokia?
Mm-hmm. I refuse to throw it away.
I don't even know what mine is.
It's in the bottom of the shoe. Well, not at the bottom of the shoebox, but it's in the shoebox in the bottom of the closet.
Yeah, I don't even know what mine
That's for hard time. Green screen.
Oh, man.
Damn, I'm just thinking like...
Oh, no, I mean, I'm thinking too, like, it would be so if... I could probably, if I sat down and just literally wrote down some of the experiences I had and just got it together.
Hell no.
I would, yeah, it would. Especially running with, who I used to run with.
Yeah, exactly. I ain't writing shit down. That's incriminating.
Yeah.
Nope.
Like I said, they had to be on some best man shit where names are completely changed.
Nope. Situations are the same though. Hell no. Nope. One of my cousins dead. I can't tell shit. We said we taking that bitch to the grave. And we mean that. It's only a handful of us that know. One of them dead. So we know he ain't say nothing.
Nothing. Yeah.
Like leaving middle school, Jason, rest in peace. That's my nigga. How many 7th and 8th graders carry around cutters to cut through metal? Because you don't want to walk all the way around the way you're supposed to. So you cut through the field and they repair the fence once a week because our dumbass cutting a hole in to walk through it. If they would have known that what we were doing, our parents would have had to repair, pay to
Pay
repair.
for those repairs every time, yeah.
Every time.
Yeah. I get it.
But because we didn't want to take the other way and then walk through 2 ditches or walk all the way around through the projects, we walked straight through the back of the field at the school, which wasn't supposed to happen, and just cut a hole.
Man.
Once a week.
And I sit back and think like, man, if it was some, like even for me back in the day when I didn't have a vehicle, like walking in Crichton walking from Crichton to the mall, all the different neighborhoods and shortcuts I used to have to take.
Yeah.
Just to make it there a decent amount of time.
That was dumb. That was real dumb. Hell nah, I hear stories about people walking to the mall all the time. I'm like, fuck that. Y'all better hitch a ride or ride a bike or something. No, but we always stayed further out, so I wouldn't have been able to.
Oh, no, yeah, you can, yeah, that's...
No.
That'd be half-day journey trying to walk from where you at to the mall.
No.
Yeah, I wasn't that far, so like it was at the most maybe a 30-minute walk.
Yeah. I mean, I had to walk from the high school to my sister's house every day. Every day. I was fine back in the day, y'all. I was walking everything, man. Fuck that. I done did my miles. But yeah, I mean, I was having a crossover. Airport and government every day.
Yeah.
Mama ain't give a shit about me. Just go to school.
So your sister was at the same house?
Yep.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, that's a little bit of a journey.
Yeah.
That's
I just told you 2 main roads I had to cross.
I just had to sit back and think like where your sister lives, and yeah, that's a journey.
Every day.
Yeah.
Even when it rained. They didn't give a shit about me. Nope.
I can understand that, but whew, yeah, especially some of the things that went down. Well, I won't say it wasn't too many things that went down for me at our high school. No, I used to hear about the 3rd floor often, but
it's operational. You know them bitches got elevators.
What? Yeah, I haven't been to our high school since.
I heard somebody tell me they had elevators. I was like, you gotta be shitting me.
Why?
It's 3 floors.
So, okay.
The third floor is operational.
Like fully operational. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, ain't no fucking up there no more. Oh my God, that's so sad. Third floor empty. Aight. Yeah. Bang, bang, bang. I will vouch. I've never done it.
Well, good for you.
I did sell a couple of freshmen's elevated passes, though. I told them it was in the art building, and they bought it like dummies. I don't know who they are.
Wow.
But I told them no refunds.
Wow.
I was talking to one of my friends the other day, and we were just talking about, kids and bills and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And I was like, yeah, I had to pay my mama, a couple dollars out of my check every week or every other week, depending on how I got paid, for my insurance. And I said, my pager bill was free. She said, damn, bitch, you Look, pages, and I didn't have a two-way. I wanted a two-way. I had to get my own two-way. But yeah, pager bill.
Yeah, never had a page. First thing I had of my own was a cell phone.
I'm old.
And that first one was a prepaid.
Hell yeah. Been not getting no postpaid. Your credit will be shot.
The first one was a prepaid, and I ended up getting to a plan, and then I canceled that plan right before I got in the military. Then I got another one.
Everything prepaid, and then call me after 7, and call me after 9. And text messages with 10 and 15 cent roaming charges. Whoa. What is this web shit that's on this phone? It gets this globe thing, and it pulled up and get off of that.
Yep. That's the internet. That data.
Oh, using up my data. I got no 2 gigabytes.
Oh. Yeah, that's. Whew. But yeah, just I would say for our listeners, if you have an idea of what genre your life story would be, let us know in the comments or at VentureConvosInThePark.com. I would be very interested to know that.
Because I'm sitting here thinking like my teens, my 20s, my 30s, what would the type, like what would the genres be? Of course, all of it's gonna have a comedy.
I'm saying all of mine would have to be comedy. But well, 30s would be a little bit more drama.
Definitely. Definitely.
30s would be a little bit more drama than comedy.
I'm thinking my teens were fun. My 20s were fun. And then, you have children. That is such a tragedy. I love my children. I swear I do. But I understand why animals eat their children in the wild. Like, what the... Really? Did you just say that? Did you really just say that? This morning, my son and I were talking. And he was like, Mama, something, something, something human. And something, something, something plastic. And I stopped the car. I said, are you seriously trying to compare a human and an inanimate object? He said, well, technically, yeah. Ain't no damn technically. Is it a yes or no? Well, yeah. I said, son, think about what you're trying to ask me before you ask me. Yes, ma'am. Like, shit like that makes you just want to snatch their head off.
Yeah, but sometimes you gotta let those crazy thoughts come out. Because
I let him finish himself.
Yeah.
And then I let him repeat it 4 more times. And he still didn't catch it. And I understand it was early. Like I said, we were out of the house by 6 o'clock this morning. Mm-hmm. And he was so pissed. He was like, Mama, it ain't even this time we need to go to school. Like, we got shit to do on the other side of town. We got to be there by 7 o'clock. All right. But my teens would definitely be a comedy. It wasn't anything sad. It was all happy. I remember my dad, she's never been done in my eyes before. Who the hell has the whole Waffle House
The whole Waffle House.
That's where we went for my graduation dinner. Waffle House. I got pictures. Who does that? The whole Waffle House. I don't remember which location it was, but the whole Waffle House. I want to say it was the one by Old Charlie's, but we had that one, and it was everybody. I had like 4 graduation dinners, only one of them at the Waffle House, and that's the only one I remember.
I don't even remember my graduation dinner. I remember my graduation cruise.
See, that's rich folk shit.
It was a cruise I was already planning, but it just so happened that right after my graduation, the cruise. So it was like, oh, well, here you go. You can go on a cruise after your graduation.
No, I had dinners. We had dinners and we had... Did I have a party? No, I didn't have a party until I got ready to leave to go to school the next year. Since I couldn't go to the fucking military because my mama punk.
Yeah, I didn't have no graduation parties.
You on a cruise?
I know.
That's a party.
Then, yeah, I didn't even have a party when I came back from boot camp.
Nobody knew you came back.
My family knew I was coming back.
Hell, I didn't even know you were coming back. But that's besides the point. So teens would be a comedy. My 20s would be like a comedy, action. Cause we were always drunk and doing something stupid. That's when I had a car wreck too, and that bitch flipped over. That's an action movie. Comedy action. It wouldn't be a documentary, a docu-series. We'll just do a comedy action. In my 30s, it'd be a comedy, saga, trilogy. No action. Kamakucha and Freeze.
Lord, brought that back. Wow. Okay. My teens, yeah, definitely be a comedy for sure.
My hair.
20s, yeah, it would still be a comedy because, boy, Triple D, yeah. He kept things interesting.
He's still alive.
Yes, he is.
Dumbass dude. That's what I call him.
30s, yeah, 30s. I wouldn't even say comedy. That would just be a drama. It has some high points, but yeah, a lot of lows. And then
Saga trilogy, like Twilight. It was more than 3 of them, though, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, and then hopefully 40s can be
the low or the high.
The highs. But yeah. But coming to this point, I do want to go ahead and share our Trailblazer of the Park.
Out the park.
And I think this person more than well deserves it. Cultural icon, fashion icon, Mr. Virgil Abloh.
Silver engineer.
Yeah. Amazing individual who recently left the earth. But just doing some research on him and, well, not even doing, because I'll be honest, I wasn't that fully aware of him until most recently. Through his dealings with Kanye and Off-White. But yeah, just the stuff that he's been a part of, especially with hip hop and the fashion industry, yeah, he more than deserves his flowers.
Yeah.
And even going through his situation privately, and then again, a lot of people don't understand when someone is dealing with certain things. You know, of course, in the era now where we share everything.
Yeah.
You know, for someone to be going through something privately, especially something like, cancer, It's not for everyone to know. And and a lot of people, I heard a lot of people say, oh, how come no one knew about this? I'm pretty sure that his family and close
the ones who needed
to know, knew. But like everyone out in the open doesn't need to know those situations.
Yeah.
But yeah, again, rest in peace to Virgil Abloh. And like I said, just some of the stuff that I've seen, like I didn't even know that he helped come up with some of the album covers for like Jesus and My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. And
a lot of people thought that they were related because they spent so much time
together. Yeah,
but they're not.
And then he came up with the album concept cover for Long Live ASAP, which was just looking at that cover alone, like just speaks volumes. How he's just wrapped up in the American flag and it's all gray and it's just but yeah, and the Throne album he did too. So. Yeah,
I don't remember what the Throne album looked like. I have to go back and look.
Yeah, that gold piece of art was just art. But yeah,
808s and Heartbreaks was the last album cover I looked at of Kanye. He fell off after that.
Yeah, that's your opinion.
In my opinion, I mean, he still had the beats and stuff like that, but something just something didn't flip right. Yeah,
like to me, well, I mean, not to get off of Virgil, but yeah, just for Kanye, like I think to me, I kind of stopped listening as much once My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy came out. I think that's when I really stopped listening to Kanye like that, and then brought back up again. I think when Donda came out was the last time I remember, listening to Kanye, but
yeah.
But again, yeah, rest in peace to Mr. Virgil Abloh. And yes, your contributions to life and the fashion industry and hip hop, will be, duly celebrated, always remembered. And
your legacy lives on.
Legacy lives on. And, we send our prayers and condolences to family, those who were affected the most. And yeah. Think I can say nothing better than that.
Definitely. I don't know a whole ton about his personal life. I will speak on when it comes to people who are not healthy.
Yeah.
Who are battling anything, whether it's mental health, a physical health, an illness, a disease. Like, for instance, Nick Cannon, he has lupus. Yeah. He's battling it on the public front. Everybody knows that he has it. He kind of speaks on it a lot. He knows, we all know that he is keeping up with his health as far as working out and eating and whatever his regimen is. Then you have those who, like you said, are battling it in public. When we look at these people, they're sharing their life with us, but they're also humans.
Yes.
Jaleel White posted a whole bunch of stuff about his daughter on Instagram and how he took her to school from the first day to up until she was, I think, in 8th grade, and then blah, 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 blah. And it was always their time in the morning. His daughter's growing up in his eyes in front of him. We're on the outside looking in. That's their moment, right? Yeah. That's a special moment. We cannot expect people who are not well or battling a disease, whether it's addiction or health, to do the same thing, because you don't know how that is affecting that person.
Yeah.
I don't believe that children should be posted on the internet. That's me. Some people post their children on the internet. When they get past a certain age, it should stop. When they're tiny babies, yes, 1 or 2 years old, fine. But when they start doing other things up until they're 14, 15 years old, they should not be on the internet. That's just my opinion. Mm-hmm. It's a private thing. That's why I don't do it. However, I digress. When you're going through an illness, it's bad enough that you're already not 100%.
Right.
Then you're going to have people who are ugly and trolling you to make you feel even lower when you can just be who you are without them knowing it. It makes it a lot better. Like, rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman.
Yes.
When he posted a picture of himself when he was at his skinniest, everybody thought that he was getting ready for a role.
Yeah.
But he was actually leaving. He was doing aggressive treatment, and it was just taking a toll on him. He could have at that moment said that he had cancer, but he didn't want to. We did not know until he passed away. Because if I feel like if he would have said something before that movie, he wouldn't have gotten a role, and all of those views would not have been as genuine.
Yeah, because it would have been more sympathy. Yeah, I was just getting ready to say, yeah. And that's why a lot of people kind of don't want to say anything, because they want to go through it without the sympathy. They want to go through it without being felt like, oh, okay, well, I feel like I have to help this person because of their situation, not just because I genuinely want to help this person.
Exactly. You have to be yourself as hard as it possibly is. And I know that we just came out of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It's a lot of people. One of my friends on Facebook, never met her. She actually lives in the city. Never met her. We talk often, and just by looking at the things that she posts and her pictures and stuff like that, you would have never known what she was going through. And we talked, you know, we privately messaged each other and stuff like that. I have a couple of other people who I know who have battled cancer and hadn't really said anything to people who not necessarily didn't matter, but at that moment did not need to know.
Yeah.
And I say that to say, leave those people alone. If they want you to know, they will let you know. If they feel like you're significant enough to know, they will know. They'll let you know. Disabled people are like that. If they want your help, they will say they want your help.
Yeah.
I grew up next door to a guy who was mute, handicapped, disabled, and he had seizures. Guess what we did? We treated his ass just like all the other kids on the street, because he was mean as shit. But I'm not saying that to say we were disrespectful to him.
Right.
He would tell you if he wanted help. You know, he had his hand gestures and stuff like that. You knew what he wanted, because there's only like about 8 things that he wanted, and that was it. But if you have someone who's like in a wheelchair or something like that, don't help them. They don't want your help, because before they were in that wheelchair, they were able to do it. And when they're in that wheelchair, they're still able to do it, unless their hands are fucked up. Then that's something different. It's like if you got Stephen Hawking's, you know what I'm saying? Other than that, they're just human beings with an accessory. That's it.
Yeah. But it's hard sometimes for us to see it that way.
Yes, not me, but others, yes.
Yeah, others, yeah. Yes, it's hard for others to see it that way, because, you know, we stick to that mind state of, okay, if someone is less than, then, you know, we should be helping them regardless. I mean, some people may not, you know, want it that way.
And if you ask them 9 times out of 10, they'll say, no, thank you.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, sure. But, like, my friend told me I was an asshole, and I know I am. Yeah, what? So it's a leprechaun that works at the fast food restaurant. He's so sweet.
Continue.
She said, I am not laughing at things. I'm not going to hell with you. Well, it was a leprechaun at the grocery store, right?
A little person? Okay, continue.
I don't like calling them little people.
Okay.
Because I call children little people. You see what I'm saying? These are full-grown adults that will kick the shit out of you, okay?
Okay.
I've been kicked by one, okay?
Okay.
Because I'm an asshole. However, I was at the grocery store. Never expected to see this. I was in Whole Foods. And I walked down the aisle. And I said, just walking past it. What was that? Let me go down this aisle. I reached up high to get something. They're on the opposite side trying to do the same thing. So I reached above them and grabbed it and put it in my basket. She said, like to get one of those, ma'am? I said, oh, you want this one in my basket?
You're an asshole.
She said, I like you. So I reached and gave it to her. She's like, no, I want the one in your basket. So I handed my basket and she got it out. She's like, I like you. She's like, thank you. She's like, because you just fucking ignored me. I said, was I not supposed to? But, you know, it's just things happen. But the leprechaun at the fast food restaurant, he is so sweet. He like a little chocolate Easter bunny. That's that peach's cheeks. He always smiling. But anywho. Good night. What do you say after you see leprechauns? I always see him. And my brother-in-law, he loves them. Mm-hmm. And he never sees them. Never. Like he asked me, I think I asked you, where do all the albinos go after high school?
Yeah, you did ask me that.
He asked me that. I was like, jerk. Comedy show.
Yeah. All right, folks, that does it for us.
Catch us on Twitter at Convos in the Park. Catch us on Facebook at Convos in the Park. Catch us at convosinthepark.com. You can email us at parkbench@convosinthepark.com. Instagram and TikTok.
Yes. Yes, and on that note, ladies and gents, have you had that convo yet? Why not?
Bye.
Catch y'all next time. Peace.